A maelstrom of disaster. Right, Björn Grossman then leads the cars away. Louis Pret is the man that's P2, Nicolo Schiro P3. So into turn number 1. So all looks pretty good going through turn number 1. Taking a wide line was Thomas Neubauer. Some activity going on behind we can almost not see because of the spray, and a car has gone around. Potentially, back on again. I think it was Fabian Volvend. Good save and good to get back out on track and not get collected. But Martin Nelson is dropping down the order. So too is, I was going to say Eli Kanyet, but now I wonder whether Martin Nelson and Fabian had contact and that's caused damage to the Martin Nelson car. And there you can see Nicolo Schiro all over Louis Pret, going to try and go around the outside here. That's going to be a big ask. Didn't quite do it. Louis Pret defending for all he can. This battle for P2 with Nicolo Schiro. Of course, what it does do, it all plays into the hands of Björn Grossman, who's able to escape up the road. To be fair, he's had the pace anyway. Louis Pret then. Schiro to the outside, just trying to get and unsettle Louis Pret to see if he'll make a mistake, but generally speaking, he doesn't. Look, as he's all over the final turn, trying to find a way. Now Louis Pret, I suggest, will move over to the inside to try and defend that inside line from Nicolo Schiro. Alessandro Vezzoni's also dropped down. Alessandro Vezzoni's in the gravel. So Vezzoni's out. Schiro almost loses the front end of the car in his quest to try and get by Louis Pret. Whoa, big sideways moment for Thomas Neubauer, but he held on to it. We are into the final lap. The contest is over P2 here. So the incident involving cars number 5 and number 13, which is Fabian Volvend and Martin Nelson, is under investigation. So that reinforces what we thought. Now, where Vezzoni is there going to be a waved yellow there? I think he was sufficiently off the track and he was on one of the runoff parts, one of the safety roads, to be honest. Here comes Nicolo Schiro. He's got a few more turns with which to do this and try and find his way past Louis Pret. Louis is being perfectly fair and defending, but he's not weaving from side to side. The opportunity is there if Nicolo's going to be brave enough to go around the outside. Now he dives to the inside, but that, of course, becomes the inside for the next turn. He set that up really well, but can Louis Pret come back at him? This is extraordinary, but this man is going to win the race. Björn Grossman heads out of the final turn and heads towards the checkered flag. He takes the win. P2 to Nicolo Schiro. P3 Louis Pret. P4 Thomas Neubauer. Jack Brown wins for the AMS from Emanuela Maria Tabacchi and Marianne Sofliarski, who stalled on the grid. You may recall, what an extraordinary Ferrari Challenge race. And Martin Nelson, whatever problems he did have, he managed to keep it going, has finished, but way down the order. And Octane 126 are celebrating the success of their driver, Björn Grossman. What an incredible race. And I have to say, real credit to Louis Pret, Nicolo Schiro, and to Thomas Neubauer as well, because, you know, drove like stars. And there is Alessandro Vezzoni. Please, can I have a lift? Yes, he's coming his lift back. That's where I thought he was. I thought he was on one of the one of the escape roads, and that was far enough away, wasn't it, from the racing line. This was the overtake of Nicola Schiro. He set it up really, really well. Louis Pret had done everything he could to try and defend that position, and tried to come back as well, but Nicola Schiro had done a really good job there. Wow, what a race. So there, the Nicola Schiro car. And confirmation of the top three in each category then. Björn Grossman taking the win from Nicola Schiro and Louis Pret.